You are ready to start your weight loss journey, and I am here to applaud you. I don't want you to get discouraged. I want to keep you motivated. The big problem that you're finding yourself with is you don't have a gym membership. You want to do this journey at home, or at least start at home, to make sure you are ready and ready to stay consistent. So before you start pumping out hundreds of dollars for a gym membership and buying things that you do not need, here are 5 things that'll help you lose weight, hit your goals, all in the comforts of your own home.
My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home.
Hey, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. And before we start this video, congratulations. You are ready to start your wellness journey. You are ready to take your life back and invest into yourself and pour into your own cup. And I want to tell you that it's not going to be an easy journey. But the fact that you are ready to start already tells you you are one step ahead of the rest and you are going to do amazing. So bravo to you. If you are new here, hi, how are you? My name is Daniela. This is Daniela Diaries, and it is a very safe space and a very small corner of the internet where all are welcome and we all real friends here. So if you've been rocking with me for a minute, you can tell them we real friends. And if you're new here, I would love for you to stick around, subscribe, make sure everybody has your notification bell turned on. Here, we do things a little bit different. These are basically just pages out of my diary. So we talk a lot of things: weight loss, wellness, eating, grocery shopping, vlogs, you name it. It's just real friends doing real life things here. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around because we're on our way to 100K, baby. Now let's get into it. 5 ways to lose weight at home. So I get a ton of messages from people who say, I'm really ready, but due to the world, due to inflation, or whatever you want to call it, I don't have the money. Or I have big phobias, or I feel really uncomfortable going into big box gyms. I feel like I, will stick out, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of anxiety. There's gym anxiety, there's starting anxiety, there's failure anxiety. So if any of these anxieties ring your bell, baby, this is for you. I am going to tell you 5 simple ways that you can start this weight loss journey at home. And if you wanted to maybe, join a gym later on, you could always do that. But I want to talk to you about 5 simple ways to lose weight at home. Is it going to be free? No, baby, nothing's free. But is it going to be cheaper? Yeah. The first thing you are really going to want to get a handle on when you start this weight loss journey is your eating. Your eating is 80%. I'm honestly going to say it's close to 85, 90% of this journey. Eating, eating, eating. Okay, you are either eating too much, too little, or you're eating too much of the wrong things that your body doesn't like. Now, I'm gonna give a little, like a 1.5 step, but we'll get to that. But the first step is going to be a tracker. You need a food tracker. You need to track your food. Now, before you start getting real excited and trying to figure out your macros, don't do that yet. Do not do that yet. You are starting off. Even if you have been on and off this weight loss journey and you think you know everything, baby, if you knew everything, you wouldn't have to keep starting and stopping, right? So don't think about macros. Just think about calories in, calories out. How many calories should I be eating? I would recommend like MyFitnessPal or like You Track It. There's all different types of tracker apps. That will kind of, you just plug in your numbers. It'll give you a generic caloric baseline. Go off of that. Go off of that until you become consistent, until you become comfortable, until you start really learning new behaviors. I feel like people see what I'm doing or see what somebody else is doing on the internet and you're like, oh, so I'm going to do low carb today, or I'm going to start doing this right. You're really biting off more than you can chew. Let's keep things really, really simple. First things first is download a food tracking app, submit all of your info, and whatever caloric number they give you, go with that. Okay, we can adjust it later on. Just get used to following the app, inputting your food, and tracking your food. That's number 1. And all those apps, I won't even pay for like their luxury version, baby. Just get the cheap one, get the free one. You don't need all the bells and whistles, it's fine. If you wanted to do like a 1.5 before you get to step 2, this is gonna cost you some shmoney. But I will say this, your insurance might pick it up. So if I would talk to your insurance company, I would recommend a food sensitivity test. I went through, was it Everly? I believe it was Everly that I went through. And you request a test, they send you the stuff, you send it back, and they will tell you what your body is kind of allergic to, what causes an inflammatory response. So for me, it was like nightshades and stuff like that. I had to take that out. So, and it definitely helps. It helps with the bloating and the inflammation, kind of helps with just the overall discomfort in your gut. So if you had that little extra money, you know, maybe your tax return came in or something and you wanted to check it out, or if something to save up for, I definitely recommend a food sensitivity test. Number 2, you are going to need scales. I know you don't want to hear this, but scales are data. Okay, you're going to need 2 of them. You're going to need one for your food and one for your body. I know that there are people out here who get really, really upset about the number on the scale. I don't understand why. It is just a number. I actually seen this TikTok the other day, and I don't know where they were at. I think they were in Vegas or something. And there's like this huge scale, right? And you could step on it and everybody sees, and women were getting on it. And it was, you know, really, I thought they looked really thin, not like anorexic thin, but thin. And they were like 130, 140 pounds. And people were like, oh. And she was so, girl, what? Why are you so embarrassed about a number? I'm about 165 to 167 now. I'm not embarrassed of it. It is what it is. I was almost 300 pounds. It is what it is, you know? So don't give that scale that power. And also, no one's gonna know the number other than you and the scale, unless you're gonna have like a party in your bathroom when you're weighing. Make sure that on the day that you start, you weigh in, write down that number. Okay, you don't have to weigh yourself every day. You do not have to weigh yourself every day, but get that initial weigh-in number. Take pictures, okay? Take the pictures, take the measurements, do all of those things. You need a starting point. Get your initial weight, your initial measurements, and take your day 1 pictures. I wish I would have taken more beginning pictures. Luckily, I have a lot of footage from on here that can show like my transformation, but you're gonna want them pictures. The other scale is going to be for your food. Your eye is not precise. I don't care how long you've been doing it, it's not precise. You're gonna need to watch your food portions, because let's be honest, you wouldn't be here if you were watching your food portions, right? You've eaten too much. So we need to rein that in. We need to establish those numbers with, you know, whatever app you're going to use, and you're going to have to watch your portions. While watching your portions, you're either going to say, wow, I was really eating way too much meat, or I was really eating way too many carbs, or I was eating way too much junk food and way too much snacks, or, which I think a lot of you guys do, I'm not eating enough. I'm not eating enough, you know, and that's a big thing too. You guys can read up all on the science. I mean, Google it. What happens when you constantly are not eating enough food? Metabolic syndrome is numero uno, which I think probably 85-90% of anybody on that watches any of my videos probably has some sort of metabolic syndrome, because we've just damaged it forever. So get that body scale, get that food scale. Bonus, get a measuring tape from the Dollar Tree, like one of the fabric ones. Take the measurements. These are all super simple, but you really, really do need them. And these are all done at home. Nobody else will know your starting point other than you. And if you want to share it for inspiration and motivation with others down the line, that could be your gift to others, or that could just be your gift to yourself, so you can see, hey, you know what? I may have only lost 2 pounds this month, but guess what? When I started, my waist was at a 40, and today it's at a 32. So I'm doing something right. Fat loss trumps weight loss any day, and fat loss equals inches lost. Always remember that. Number 3 is going to be some kind of home equipment. Do not snooze on a home workout. I feel like I have this conversation with my dad. Now, I do have a gym membership. I go to the gym quite often, quite a few times a week. But there's some days, like today, that I'm going to work out at home. And I have adjustable dumbbells. Okay, you can get those on Amazon. I'm going to try to link everything down below. Adjustable dumbbells, you know, you can click them. I think mine start at 5 and they go up to 55 pounds. Really, really nice. I got mine at Walmart. One of mine already broke. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really suggest them, but I know Amazon has some pretty decent ones too. I have that. I have resistance bands. And what else do I have? Resistance bands. I have a kettlebell. I have a little bench. The bench is optional. And I have a mini stair stepper. Do not snooze on this mini stair stepper. I am going to say this. I am willing to bet that mini stair stepper will match. No, I don't think so. The best form of cardio for me is the big stair climber at the gym. That thing is, if you want to lose weight, baby, get yourself on there, kick that sucker up, and you will drop the weight. The weight will melt off. This mini stair stepper, I think, comes second. This will definitely beat out your spin bikes, your treadmills, your stationary bikes, ellipticals. This mini stair stepper will kick its ass in a fight, no doubt. It's second to the big stair climber at the gym. I have two of them because my daughters use them and they like to do it together, so I bought two. They're about $50 and I think it's a really great investment. Resistance bands, $10. I think you can get them at Marshall's. What else? The mini weights might be a little much, but do you need to have the click weights? No, you can get just a 25-pound dumbbell at Walmart. Walmart has dumbbell sets. You can do whatever it is, whatever your starting point is at home. You can also do all of your exercises at home in your basement. If you're like, man, I don't know what to do, Pinterest. This is, you got to take advantage of the amount of knowledge that's accessible to us at our fingertips. You can go on, I'm going to leave my Pinterest board at home. I have a bunch of workouts that you can do at home. You're going to do, maybe 2 leg days, a back day, or you can do like 2 lowers and 2 upper days. Keep it simple. Just do it like that. Give yourself 2 lower days and 2 upper days beginning, 4 days a week. Just do it just like that and do 4 days of cardio. Start simple, half an hour of cardio. I know people are like 20 minutes of cardio. That 20 minutes of cardio is a joke, baby. You need to do a little bit more. 20 minutes, I feel like, is somebody who's just trying to maintain, unless you're really doing like a HIIT exercise. But I would always recommend starting off between 25 and 30 minutes. That's just my preference. But you do you. If you could only do 20 minutes, it's better than no minutes, okay? Start slow. That stair climber, if you get it, it's a doozer. It's a doozy, okay? But the best thing about it is you have to stay in, you cannot lean forward. Now my daughter, when she first started doing it, she's doing really well with it. She said that it was a little hard on her knees initially. So she would hold on to like a chair and kind of lean forward a little bit, but you adjust I showed her how to adjust the resistance and she was fine after that. So start with 5 minutes intervals every day. Increase it 5 more minutes. I go about 35, 40 minutes on it some days. Some days I only do 30. It depends on what I need for my training that week. But it's all up to you. You can do all of this at home. Okay, so if you are feeling a little insecure about joining the gym, you can, even if you're in a 1-bedroom apartment, these little pieces of equipment will not take up much space. The stair climber, really small, $50. The resistance ropes or resistance bands, I would do ropes and bands, being honest with you, because if you do the bands, the ropes, you can do a lot of great upper body work. So definitely I would recommend the bands and the ropes. I'll leave a link for everything down below. They are going to be Amazon affiliate links, but I'm just letting you know. I got to give my little Amazon 20 cents for whatever purchase people make. So these little bits of equipment, say, hey, you know what? I have $75. Get what you can get. I would always recommend that mini stair stepper and the resistance bands, and going from there. Dumbbells, it can work. I promise you. Start the weight off light and build up each week. Add a little bit of weight so you're progressively overloading, and stay consistent. 4 days, 2 upper body, 2 lower body, and throw that cardio in there. You can do it all at home. Number 4, I think, is a really great idea, is an online accountability group. So whether you want to make a Facebook group and invite people from your own personal life that you're friends with, and you're like, hey girls, you go on there, hey, anybody in there want to join an accountability group with me? We can weigh in every Friday, and you can make a group like that. Or you could just make your own Instagram page and keep it separate from your personal one that all your friends and family are, and just post your stuff online. You could even block out your face so no one even knows it's you, okay? And just say, hey, this is my first weigh-in, boom. People are gonna follow. People will follow, and you can go through, and you can just, each day, each week, here, this is what I'm eating, post all of your meals, post your weigh-ins, post your check-ins, post all this stuff. It'll keep you accountable, and you will expand your community, and then you will find people who are also on the journey with you, so you can keep each other accountable, and you can make friends, and it could be social for you, and you know how hard it is for us to be social. Lastly, number 5, you're already at home, you're working out at home, you're staying accountable at home, you got to eat at home. Eating out, first off, we're all talking about saving money. So if you're like, hey, damn, I can't afford to buy weights this week, but I'm about to go eat at Chipotle 3 times this week. That Chipotle 3 times in a week, I think it's like, what, $20 a pop? So 3 times 20, that's $60. You could have bought that stair stepper and probably bought those resistance bands. Eat at home. That way you know how much you're eating, what you're eating. You can make healthier swaps. You don't have to worry about any of the inflammatory seed oils, any filler, any person who's making your food, who even though you think you might build the recipe in your Chipotle app, they might be a little heavy-handed with, you know, the sour cream or the avocado and stuff like that. And sour creams and avocados have a lot of fat, and those fats equal a lot more calories. So stay at home. Not saying you can never eat out again, but maybe just say on Friday night, I'll go out to dinner and have a dinner, and have your dinner then, you know. But if you're somebody who gets coffee out all the time, I don't care if it's zero sugar skinny latte, don't trust anybody but yourself, okay? Save yourself that money, and if you have that extra money that you want to spend on takeout and ease of food, save that money and invest it back into, I don't know, maybe the food sensitivity test, because you want to know what's causing some inflammatory issues. Or maybe you want to get, you know, better equipment, or maybe you do want to join a gym and you want to save the money, or maybe you want to hire a personal trainer and you want to start saving money for that, but you want to just get started and get comfortable with, you know, watching what you're eating and making these healthier changes and swaps. Hopefully these 5 pointers helped you guys, kind of gave you guys a breath of fresh air. I'm like, yes, I can do this at home. Yes, I'm able to do it. Yes, I can do it. And yes, I can make it affordable to fit my life. That's what I want. I hate when people think that because they don't have a gym accessible or a personal trainer accessible or something like that, that you can't see results. Results can be had and seen anywhere. You don't have to join Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig. You don't have to do keto. You can do just simple basics, get used to it, see what works for your body, and then go from there. Stop trying to do people's chapter 30 when you're just in the intro of your book and you haven't even decided, you know, if you're going to stick with it or not. Start off slow. Don't overwhelm yourself. Do it at home if that's what you're comfortable with. You got this. You can do it. I promise you. I know it seems like you can't do it, and I hate when people used to say this, but I get it. If I can do it, because I'm probably one of the laziest people you ever meet, okay? But if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. It's within grasp. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Save your own damn life. Promise I'm here. I'll leave links for the things listed down below. And let me know, what do you guys think? Do you have any other pointers? Any other questions? Leave them down below. Take care. I believe in you guys. You're going to do wonderful. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, friends.
Oh no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over. I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Your name is written in the sky. It might feel just